Hi, I'm Mandeep Singh, CEO and founder of Mandeeps.com and Vanjaro. Thank you so much for joining me in this series of preview videos of Vanjaro, where we're releasing a new preview video every day until DNN Summit 2020. So let's get started. Content staging is enabled out of the box. So when you go ahead and make a change like this, a draft version is automatically created right here. This allows you to make sure that you're happy with your changes before you actually go ahead and publish it. Vanjaro also has support for custom workflows, so you could have your changes reviewed and approved by other users before it's actually published. In this video, we're going to create a new custom workflow, but before we do that, let's go ahead and create some new roles and users for testing. Okay, so let's go ahead and navigate to our site menu to Site, Roles, and let's create a few new roles. Let's go ahead and create a new group. I'll just call this Content Management, and inside this group we'll create a Content Editors role. And I'll go ahead and create another one here. I'll call this Content Managers. Now, editors are responsible for editing content and managers are going to review and improve it. So there we go, we have our two roles there. Let's go ahead and actually create some users. So let's go ahead and create a new user. I'll call this one Sam, and sam@yoursite.com. I'm going to go ahead and give it a password so I could log in as this user. Let's create another user, and this one I'll call John, and I'll go ahead and do the same with the password. Okay, so now we have two users. Sam, let's make Sam the editor, so I'll add him to the content editor role, and let's go ahead and make John the content manager. So I'll add him to the content manager role. All right. Now that we have our roles and users created, now it's time to go ahead and create our custom workflow. So let's go to Site, Settings, Content Editing, and Workflows. So out of the box, like I said, we had content staging, and content staging basically has two states, draft and published. So let's go ahead and create our own workflow, and I'll go ahead and call this content approval. Content must be approved before it's published. Alright, so now that I've created a new workflow, there are three states by default. The first one is draft, the second, the content must be reviewed, and the third is the content must be published. Now, first and last states are required, so hence you cannot remove them. There's no option to delete. You could delete the second one, and you could go ahead and create as many states as you like. So if you want your changes to be reviewed by multiple departments, you can certainly go ahead and create more states, and they'll appear here. So review by department number 1, review by department number 2, and so forth. So let's go ahead and quickly explore this. The first one doesn't have much settings, just you can change the name if you want and change the notifications. We'll explain that in a second what those do. Let's go ahead and take a look at the settings for this state right here. So basically, who can review the content and publish it? Well, we can certainly go ahead and add individual users if you would like, or we can add an entire role, which we had created earlier. So I'm going to go ahead and add the content managers role, and content managers can now review the content, which makes more sense. So I'll go ahead and take the individual out. So let's go ahead and look at this notify property as well. If notify is yes, then every time there's any content that is pushed out for review, every single user in these roles will get a email notification asking them there's content that's ready for review. So let's go ahead and click update, and we have set this up. So now I can go ahead and start using this custom workflow. Now, if you wanted more states, you can go ahead and certainly add them in. Just click add, give it a state name, and then same thing, and you'll have multiple states right here. But for now, let's go ahead and click update. And now I have my new content approval workflow ready to use. Okay, so let's look at the settings on the top here, and there's what we call default workflow. So every time a new page is created, it basically uses the option from here. So currently it will be working off content staging, but I can go ahead and change that. And now anytime a new page is created, it will use the content approval workflow. That means after the draft is published, it will go for review, and then it can be actually published to go live. So let's go ahead and do that. So what about the existing pages, or how do you override an individual page to use a specific workflow rather than what we have in default? Well, let's go ahead and do that. I have a page here already called products, which has some basic text content. So let's go in here, and from page settings, we can override or figure out what's the current workflow is set as. So currently for this page, the workflow is staging. I'm going to go ahead and change that to approval as well. And now this page will use the content approval workflow. So every time if I make a change and hit publish, it will actually require approval and review from other users before it goes live. For that exact demonstration, watch out for the next video. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back tomorrow with another video, so be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social networks. Head over to Vanjaro.com and join the conversation. Let us know what you think about Vanjaro.